Gotta work for Mom bright and early. We got a forecast with rain in it. Now all of a sudden we feel like we're pressed for time. We're gonna get that loaded up. I'm gonna get rolling and we'll see what happens. Well, there he goes off into the great abyss. I'm gonna wait until this is done filling up, then we'll get rolling. I'm gonna catch up to him really fast. You know, he's able to do about 30 acres an hour. I can do about 80 acres an hour with the roller, and he doesn't have that much done ahead of me. Since we have a potential rain coming just in a couple hours, I don't want those soybeans to get wet, rained on, and then start coming up. I don't want to roll after they come up. Some people do it. I'm not a fan of it.
The second one I've got is 935 Nebraska Avenue Southwest. This one is $1. And then right on the edge of town, we've got 3650, and it is listed for $595,000. So a lot of great new properties came on the market.
Throw a little grease at the big girl. Water tank is full. Dad just called me and said row 8 isn't planting, so we're gonna have to troubleshoot on that. That's never fun. Not gonna be a happy Brian. This kind of stuff is very frustrating. So it says row 8 meter system stalled. Well, the meter system is run by this electric motor. As far as I know, my best option is take this off, switch it with row 7, and then see what it says.
It would change over and tell you the meter motor shot.
Okay. Well, we switched a couple meters around, electric motors around. We're gonna try planting and see what it tells us now. We just played a game of switch stuff until you don't even know what you did, but now it's working. And so that's the good news. Now it's working. You know, we got another load of hay coming today, and we're planning on putting it here, but I don't want to bury that other stuff. Maybe it's because of OCD, but I don't like when you bury one type of hay with another type of hay, though they're both going to be grass. There's a lot of mass back there. Jeepers, creepers. Since it's our first day of rolling beans, and we're gonna get a lot of questions, well, why are you rolling beans? What's that big pizza roller do? The biggest objective is to push rocks into the ground. Well, every time I say that, people say, well, why don't you just pick up the rocks? Well, the rocks aren't just on top, they're down below. You know, they come up with when badgers dig a hole, or with frost, and maybe with some tillage. So they're constantly coming up. So you can't really pick them all up. And let's just say we could pick them all up. Let's say Uncle Jeff, Dad, and I spend every day picking up rocks. We can maybe do 2 acres a day, do a thorough job. Spend the next 1,000 days picking up rock. My back will hurt at the end of it. And then we're like, okay, we picked up all the rock. It's 3 years later. We can now get rid of our roller and not have a roller. Well, then it's harvest time. You know, our soybean header, it's going right across the ground. It's running on the ground trying to pick up every single bean. And then that one single rock we missed. The one rock runs through the combine and does $100,000 in damage. And then we're thinking, man, although we picked up all the rocks, it would have been nice to keep a roller to push in that one last rock that we missed. Can barely get the whole roller and frame, it's so wide. We got a bigger model too, 90-something foot. I'd be hitting fences all day with that thing. He's strung out way over there.
Cloudy skies tonight, scattered thunderstorms likely, lows level off around 60. Scattered thunderstorms again tomorrow, 79, cloudy. Chance for scattered storms Friday and Saturday, 77 Friday, 70 Saturday. For Q107.3.
Just finished this field and starting to get a couple sprinkles. All I can say is if it's gonna sprinkle, it might as well downpour. Sprinkles aren't gonna do any good. We either need nothing so we can keep rolling, or a lot of rain so we can get growing. This is the next field. Dad's working in it. Still a little bit of sprinkles. He says he's almost out of seed, so we're gonna meet in this corner, head home, and get some more seed in there. And then I guess if it keeps raining, we'll be done. Getting wet? Well, we ain't filling. Beautiful rain. Keep it up. Let's go. Monsoon season. Oh, not even a puddle. Something about going back to farming midday ain't as fun as starting up in the morning. Big blue thing. You got your 5 rollers. I guess we'll get back to it. See what happens to the stump when I roll it. Yeah, that was a hard stump. Neighbor across the way is just starting rolling. People getting back in the field after that short-lived rain. Oh dear. Oh, of course I'm about hitting the fence when the neighbor's right there. Oh, that's a brand new fence too. Woo-wee. Neighbor's watching me. Oh, we just made it. You could barely fit a hair between the fence and the roll around that one.
So today's song of the day is by Elton John, and it's called Tiny Dancer. That'll stick in your head too, if you know the words. But that's one of those songs that everybody's got their own version of the words, you know, because they can't really tell what he's saying. I hear Tiny Dancer once in a while. He's got a pretty good voice. I'm sure my mother-in-law likes the song, so that's a win. I just ran out of seed at like 12 o'clock. It started raining, so I took the planter home. I was going to put more seed in. Then it started raining harder. So we took a little break because we figured, so the ground's still dry, but the corn stalks pick up that moisture, and then they don't flow through the planter very well, and they can actually plug the planter up. I came back at 3:30 and realized that I probably should have been here earlier because it was ready to go. But we're moving right along. The fence is right over there. I got about 28 acres left to finish this quarter of beans. A quarter is 160 acres, for those of you that are wondering. The song of the day is brought to you by Storla Station. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I became a grandpa for the 4th time yesterday. Little Nora.
Finished this field a little bit ago. He's working on another 70 or so acre field that he'll want to get done tonight. We're just working on end rows right here, and then you know, if we hop to the next field, we'll catch up to him fast. But luckily, on the way to the next field is my house, and we'll get some snacks, maybe even eat a little supper. Big sprayer. Little after 6, my wife's babysitting. I'll probably get my sprinkler going. Look at all that. Yeah, I planted that. You bet. Get some supper. Last field of the day. Looks like we got plenty of fuel for it. Dad's working on his last pass. I'm gonna have to turn my lights on here pretty soon. Sun's going down. Should be another 15-20 minutes. Well, let's see how good these 2009 lights are. Is that seriously what on looks like? I'm currently turning them on and off, and I am not seeing a difference. I think it got darker when I turned them on. There it is, folks. Nice day of farm work. Hope you guys continue to pray for rain for us out here. It's super dry. You can see dust in the air every day. Do it all over tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Just over an inch.